2022 was pretty dang good. I mean, more so for me, not so much for the channel. I 100% L plus ratio plus fell off this year on YouTube and Twitch. Luckily, in 2022, I didn't really have any snakes make their way into my social circle and managed to travel. I went to PAX East and West, which was cool because I got to have some meetings with some game devs I really loved, like Brace Yourself Games. They said that my little Nene link is apparently shared around the office a lot. Even just recently, I got to take a trip to Vegas and Los Angeles for my birthday and met up with some old friends and gambled. It was just great going places, doing new things, and getting invited to plenty more. I've kept up on therapy, been taking antidepressants for these cruel Michigan winters. Like, seriously. I just got over having the flu during a blizzard, during the holidays, and I couldn't get meds or food. It sucked. But I've also been trying to better my work. I wound up swapping to Toon Boom this year, which I'm still learning slowly. I've kind of been struggling adapting to Toon Boom after so many years with Flash. It's part of why the animations this year were kind of lacking. Truth be told, I didn't really do a whole lot of animating because I was trying to both learn a new program and dip my toe into things that I thought might sustain my channel while I work on bigger projects like Sig and Tessa. They didn't really take, so I just kind of hopped from thing to thing, and it kind of killed my drive a little bit. I know I shouldn't let numbers bug me, but it definitely gets under my skin when I put more effort into one thing compared to something I shat out in a day and it kind of falls flat. Plus, the more social I become, the strangest thing happens. The more boring it becomes to just hate things. So even making salt sometimes was difficult. It's also really starting to weigh on me just how much I do on my own. And I know I've said it before, but I'm writing, recording footage, voicing, audio working, editing, animating, making thumbnails, all while still trying to have time to interact with people. And man, it's hard doing that. Especially when, like, everyone you know is in a different friend group. I still don't really have my squad yet. I'm just kind of touristing in a bunch of different ones. I don't know many other channels with a similar following to mine that still do everything on their own like I do. But I also don't watch a lot of YouTube, so. I had hired someone to help editing, but the money I was paying them was more than I wound up making off of the videos, so I unfortunately had to shelve an editor again. Going into 2023, I do plan on swapping things up a bit. For starters, I'll most likely wind up taking some sponsors again. I haven't in ages, but maybe taking some that aren't too invasive would be a good way to build up a fund for hiring editors and even guest animators. I had tried Patreon, but even when I was actively giving stuff to backers, it didn't ever do all that hot. Now it just kind of sits there as a dollar pass into my Discord. The way that I work is kind of spur of the moment too, so I doubt I'd be able to hire animators for everything. But maybe some stream highlights with animated sections, or even just salts on older games like, I don't know, the handheld Zeldas? I might try and be a bit more YouTuber-y this year, socialize and interact more with fans, do some giveaways, host some tournaments, a lot of fun stuff. I'm still kind of weird about merch. I don't know, since I did the whole making my name my username mistake all those years ago, I just feel weird with people owning ScottFalco, you know? Maybe you don't know. I definitely started to pick back up near the end of the year, and I'm digging all my recent thumbnails too, minus the tourney one. Some call them clickbait, and maybe they are, but in reality, I just like drawing cute girls. And Sonic, I don't know if you know, but like, girls are pretty. Love girls. Love to talk to one someday. Socially, I need to accept you don't become BFFs with everyone overnight, and that a lot of people do what I do, where I'll read a message, think I'll reply later, get distracted, and then forget. I can't tell you how many times I did that to people this year, but then the next day, I had it happen to me with a different friend and think, oh my god, they hate me. I'm dumb. With the channel, I do still want to find a method of having quick and easy videos that sustain me while I work on larger projects like Sig and Tessa. But I also want to do a lot more animations next year. Probably a lot of short and silly ones. Not sure if I do another totally legit speedrun or something. Probably just more stuff like Sephiroth's gift to Smash or how I became an Octoling. Maybe even just some living with CC bits. Regardless, I'm very happy with how 2022 turned out altogether, and I'm super excited to see what 2023 holds. As long as it isn't another pandemic.